Hello, grade 3. Are you okay? Yeah? Good, me too. This is a lesson looking at everything you need to know from unit number 3, because unit number 3 is what is in your big quiz, your 30 questions, which you already have. This is going to help you to remember what unit 3 is talking about. So we're going to look at things in the unit and the questions. Remember the words and then the questions and answers. Now you must upload the big quiz to the Patai Udom Suksa e-learning platform on the internet by October 25. That's this month. Wanti Yisipha, okay? Not 26, not 27, not 30, not November. 25. October, this month. Okay, so everything that you see in this video is from old videos, because the best way to practice is to look at the things that you already know, and that is things from the unit 3 lessons. Okay, because we are learning about unit 3. That is your big quiz. So what you see here you have seen before, but you need to practice it. So I've put it in one place, this lesson. This is part 1. The next class, the next video will be part 2, unit 3. Okay, so you need to look and you need to listen. And maybe you need to practice, I'm not sure. So let's do that. Let's look and listen and see what you can remember. Have fun. Okay, let's go. Now we must look at countable nouns. Now, these are long words, but if we look at what they mean, I think you will understand how we use them in English. Unit 3 is helping you with countable nouns. So, what is a noun? A noun is this. Kam nam. A noun, it's a thing. A thing. 90% of nouns, 90%, you can see, you can touch, you can hear, you can smell, you can taste, you can feel. These are nouns. Things, สิ่งของ. If a word has the before it, like the spoon, you know it is a noun. If you can read the word the, then it is a noun, the spoon. So spoon is a noun. If the word or thing has a puppy, we know puppy is a noun. It's a thing. เป็นสิ่งของ it's a thing. If we see the word a. And if we see the word an elephant, we know it is a noun. Okay? It is a noun. Nouns are things. Okay, now we have this countable. Countable. What is countable? นับได้ countable. You can count them. So, when we can count a thing, 1 elephant, 2 elephants, 3 elephants, we must put S after the word or the name of the thing. So elephant, there are 3. So we say there are 3 elephants with S. These are for nouns that we can count. So there are nouns we can count and there are nouns we can't count, นับไม่ได้ but we will look at nouns we can't count in another lesson, not today. Okay, let's just look at those things we can count in this lesson. Okay, as normal, we're going to practice our countable nouns, the foods we can count. Are you ready? What are these? Mushrooms. How about these? You should know these now. Grapes. Green grapes. Oh, what are these? Lemons. How about this one? Watermelon, or watermelons if you have two or more. How about these long green things? Cucumber, but there are two, so we say cucumbers. And the last one, this big one, big orange one, pumpkin. But remember, if there are 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, we say pumpkins. Okay, I hope now that you can do this without thinking. You should just be able to go, oh, I know that. Great. Let's look at the next ones. So let's look more at countable nouns. Do you know some countable nouns? Yeah. The 6 food words that you have learnt for Unit 3 are all countable nouns. All of them. So here we have some. What are they? Do you remember? Mushrooms. Mushrooms. We have S because there are 2 or more. How many are there? We cannot be sure,ไม่แน่ใจ, and we don't want to count them because that just takes too long. So we cannot say a because a is 1. We cannot say it. Now look at the mushrooms. There are more than 1. There are 2 or more. 2 or more is why we put S, mushrooms. So what can we say? I don't want to count the mushrooms. So what can I say? What word? Some. I can say some. When I say some, I know, and other English-speaking people know, that there are 2 or more. But there is not 1. Okay, there is not 1 mushroom. Some. So what sentence would I put this word some in? I have, ฉันมี, I have some mushrooms. I have some mushrooms. And look, mushroom has S because there are 2 or more. So, how do we say what people have in a sentence? Well, let's look at the words we use for people, shall we? You know them. So the first one is I. ฉัน ผม I have. ฉันมี ผมมี I have. The next one is you. You know this one, don't you? You. คุณมี you have. Okay, but what about if we are not talking about I or you? What if we are talking about someone else? Me and you are talking about our friend. How do we talk about our friend? Do you remember? Yeah, we say he. เขาผู้ชาย he. Now look at the word for have. We don't use have. If we say he, we must say has. เขาผู้ชายมี he has. And if it's a girl, we say she, don't we? She, เธอ เขาผู้หญิง she has, เธอมี she has. I have, you have, he has, she has. And remember, now we are looking at things, 2 or more, but we don't want to count them. Maybe there are too many to count, like grapes. So what do we say? Do you remember the word? Some. Some. I have some. You have some. He has some. She has some. But we cannot finish the sentence here because we do not know what the thing is, do we? สิ่งของอะไรไม่รู้ we don't know, so we must say the name of the noun. So the end of the sentence is the name of the thing, the noun. I have some watermelons. You have some mushrooms. He has some cucumbers. She has some grapes. Okay, is this okay? Remember, we use the word some when we cannot or do not want to count the noun. We don't want to count. Maybe there are too many. Maybe, like the mushrooms, you cannot see all of them in the box, so you don't know how many there are. Okay, maybe you want to buy the mushrooms at 7-Eleven or Tesco and they are in a box. You don't know how many there are, so you will just say, I have some mushrooms. Okay? Good. So, now that we have looked at countable nouns, let's practice. We're just going to practice with two different pictures, okay? And we are not going to practice I or you because they are not in Unit 3. Well, not in Part 1 anyway. So let's have a look at picture number 1. Okay, it's a boy. It's a boy. So what is the first word we are going to say? Can you remember? 3, 2, 1. He. เขาผู้ชาย he. And the next word? He has. Now, we can see that he has 2 things, but we don't want to say the number 2, do we? We just want to say a word that lets us know he has more than 1. So what word is that? He has some. He has some. And what is the noun? สิ่งของอะไร What is it? What is it? He has some. Don't forget, there are 2. He has some bananas with S because there are 2 or more. Countable noun, you must say S. Bananas. He has some bananas. Those bananas are very big. They're like the bananas I eat when I am in England, not the small bananas in Thailand. Okay, let's look at the next picture. Oh, it's a girl. So what word do we use if it's a girl? We say she. And the next word, she has. And here we can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't know. So I don't know how many grapes. She has some because there are 2 or more. And I just told you what this fruit is, didn't I? I just said the word. She has some grapes. Grapes with an S because there are 2 or more. Is this okay? Is this easy? I hope so. Good job. Okay, now we are going to look at what we must say if someone does not have something. Does not have. So we're still talking about countable nouns. So let's have a look. So first of all, we need the people words for this boy or this girl. So yep, that's he or she. Okay, what's next? Doesn't have. Now, we do not say has. We do not say has. We say doesn't have. What does doesn't have mean? Me, yeah, doesn't have. And the next word is any. So now we do not use the word some. We do not use the word some. If this is doesn't have, เธอไม่มี we don't say some. We say any. He doesn't have any. And then we say the thing. Okay? The noun. So he doesn't have any watermelons. She doesn't have any mushrooms. Let's just practice. So let's have a look. Look at the boy. Oh dear. What sentence are we going to say here? So we know he's a boy. So we say he. And then we want to say my me. How do we say that? He doesn't have. And then we must use the word any. Remember, any. Not some. Any. And then the name of the thing. Cucumbers. Because he has 2. That's right. So, the sentence will be, he doesn't have any cucumbers. Okay, now we've read that. Can you do the girl? Do you know the sentence? Let's have a look. So, what word are we going to use for the girl? She, that's right. And then we're going to say, doesn't have, เธอไม่มี She doesn't have any, that's right. She doesn't have any. Oh, what are these? She doesn't have any lemons. So her sentence will be, she doesn't have any lemons. Okay, don't forget, if we are talking about doesn't have, my, me, then we do not say some. If there are 2 or more, we say any. The word is any. Okay, cool. Let's move on. Here are the 6 new food words. Let's just practice these. We will talk about them afterwards, but let's just practice how you say them now. So here we go. Number 1, ham. Ham is from a pig. Number 2, sausages. Sausages are from a pig. Sausages. Number 3, bacon. Bacon. Bacon is from a pig. And I love bacon. Number 4, butter. Butter. There it is. Butter. Number 5, cheese. Cheese. Do you like cheese? I love cheese. Cheese. And number 6, yogurt. Yogurt. I really, really like yogurt. I like 7-Eleven yogurt. Okay, so we looked at the words meat and dairy. Meat and dairy. Meat, it comes from animals. And dairy is made from what? Yes, milk. Any food that is made with milk. So what are the meat foods in our new words? Ham, sausages, and bacon. And the dairy words are butter. Butter is made from milk. Cheese. Cheese is made from milk. And yogurt. Yogurt is made from milk. Butter, cheese, and yogurt are dairy. Now I want to talk about uncountable nouns. What are uncountable nouns? Yes, uncountable nouns are this. You cannot count them. They are things we cannot count. Things. Okay, that means that when we are talking or writing, we do not put S on the end of the word to show there are two or more. We cannot. What words are uncountable nouns? Well, ham, sausages, bacon, butter, cheese, and yogurt. Actually, sausages is a countable noun, nap die, but it is special. We will look at why it is special later on in the class. But ham, cheese, bacon, butter, and yogurt are uncountable nouns. Okay. Water is an uncountable noun. Hair is an uncountable noun when we talk about all of it. Yes, you can have one hair, but when we talk about all the hair on your head, we are not going to count it. So hair is uncountable. Nap midai. Salt, sand, coffee, and rice. These are uncountable nouns. That's it. So, as you saw in this lesson, we have looked at all of this before. This is from other lessons that we already looked at for Unit 3. Everything here you should practice for the big quiz, okay? Lots of this is in the big quiz. You need to know it. The big quiz needs to be with me, uploaded to the Patay Udom Suksa e-learning platform on the internet by October 25. This month, okay? 25. 25. Not 26, not 30, okay? Not November. This month, October 25. Okay, that's it. Have a nice day. The next lesson will be more Unit 3 for you to look at and practice. And then you can do the big quiz. And it should be easy, right? Because it's all in these lessons. Okay, have a very nice day. Keep practicing. And I will see you in the next lesson. Bye.